welcome back to our channel. We figured we would like reintroduce ourselves from now on because we've been getting a lot of new subscribers.
And that's Mina.
And that's Rowan. And I also wanted to disclaim I'm like getting over a cold, so if I sound sick, that's why. And if my voice cracks, I'm like not going through puberty, I'm just like sick. For today's video, it's very, very special because it's Rowan's birthday!
I'm totally
Damn, you're so old.
I know,
No,
I feel
I'm
like a freaking grandma.
You're really not. So today's video is going to be something that Rowan has been wanting to share with you guys and talk to you guys about.
But I've been like...
But she's been like hesitant about it.
I have.
As you guys can see from the title, we're going to be talking about some fan fiction stories that Rowan likes to read about Reylo.
If you're not a Reylo fan, I like respect that, but we are. But if that is not what you like to watch, then click out of this video right now because it's gonna be all about Kylo and Rey.
We've been like,
it was literally just one comment.
Yeah, one comment that was saying like, how can you like ship an abusive relationship?
Yeah.
And we just want to like flat out say we are not people who support abusive relationships like whatsoever at all. Like that is never okay. And like I think the reason why we enjoy this ship so much or this possible relationship is because like
it's kind of like a forbidden love.
Yeah, and we also see like potential in Kylo to become a better person for Rey and with Rey.
Yeah.
So it's not like we want him to abuse her in the relationship, we want him to like show a softer side and be with her. So like the type of relationship that we're trying to see with Reylo is not abusive whatsoever. It's not like 50 Shades of Grey or whatever, like that's not what we're into.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to mention that off the bat because we have a lot of subscribers, even younger people, and we just wanted to like throw that out there.
Also, the content that I'm going to be talking about or the stories that we're going to be talking about are a little bit more on the mature side.
If you're like a mature like teenager and you've read these things before, like we're not going to tell you don't.
Yeah.
But we just recommend that like this is for an older crowd kind of thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that this video is gonna get into that. So I feel like
this is why I didn't want to make this video.
It's so controversial, but honestly,
really is.
like this is something she's interested in, and a lot of people have been asking, right? Or maybe not.
Well, there were like maybe one or two people that said they would be interested in a fan fiction kind of video.
Like a recommendation video of what fan fictions she really enjoys.
If you guys don't know what fan fiction is, it's basically a site. There's one called fanfiction.net and archiveofourown.org. And that's basically a website where all of these creative, talented, fans that can write. I mean, the stories that I've read. Yeah, so it's basically a website where you can go and post stories about your favorite movies and characters. So it could be movies, TV shows, books. It's literally anything in the
universe.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah, any fictional universe you can write about it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start off saying that I like to read Reylo fanfiction.
And it's not just Reylo, she's been reading fanfiction since she was like in high school. Like, Harry Potter.
I remember that. So I read Kylo and Rey fanfiction because, as Mina has
pointed out,
projected, they don't get together in The Last Jedi.
Okay, in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, they don't get together in The Last Jedi. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future, so all these authors kind of like twist the Star Wars universe and make up their own story about what could potentially happen. So the stories that I'm gonna be talking about, okay, so it's kind of weird. Like, some of them take place in the Star Wars universe, and then some of them don't take place in the Star Wars universe. Like,
just the characters in other universes.
Yeah, like modern times. The first story I'm gonna talk about is called The Inheritance of the Resistance. It's set in Tudor times, which is really cool because I love that. Where basically Han is king, okay, and Leia has just passed away. And Han is basically forced by his advisors to take on a new wife. And then in walks in Rey Kenobi, who is a lost...
Rey Kenobi? Okay, I like this. Like, okay.
You want her to be a Kenobi,
basically.
Right? Yeah, so in walks in Rey Kenobi, who is a long-lost duchess. Han has to find a new wife, okay, and Rey is available.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay.
No, Han!
I know.
How dare you?
Hold on, can I read the blurb? I want to read the blurb because, like, what the author wrote. Because again, I don't know how to explain anything because I'm stupid.
Guys, please tell her that she's not stupid. Literally every video, I can't. I'm so stupid. I don't know. You know how to explain things. I don't. Like,
because you're like an English
major. okay? You don't speak English, like...
Okay, here we go. This is what the blurb says. The discovery of a new unknown Duchess of the House of Kenobi brings new life to the rebellion court. Having lost their old Queen Leia, Rey and Han are forced into a deeply unconventional but quietly happy marriage. Having never had a family of her own, Rey sees Han as the father figure she always longed for. Okay. So when the disgraced prince returns to court to
I'm sorry, but this sounds like Avatar, like Zuko is the disgraced prince. You know? Okay, yeah. Continue.
Because Kylo's done some really bad things. So when the disgraced prince returns to court to make amends with his aging king, how will he take to the girl who is now effectively his stepmother?
But okay, so it's interesting though because you said that she finds Han as like a father figure, but she's like with him.
Yeah,
she's kind of forced into a relationship she doesn't want to be in.
Like, it's kind of like a marriage of convenience.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just to the court they're married, but like...
But deep down they don't love each other.
I mean,
yeah.
In a fatherly way,
but like
you know
romantically
what I mean?
they don't
No,
love
not
each
romantically. So this story had me at the edge of my seat. Oh my god. Every time a cliffhanger would happen, because
she posts by chapter?
She does. Oh. So like, it's completed right now.
Okay.
But when I would like wait for the next chapter, I'm like dying to know what's gonna happen because it's so good. The events that take place, oh my god. So if you guys are interested in that, you could check that out. I don't know. So the next story I want to talk about is called Nocturnal Studies and Other Peculiar Magic. This is actually a cool story because it's set
in Harry Potter world.
Yes!
I knew it.
It's taking Star Wars characters and placing them in the Harry Potter universe, which is so cool because I love Harry Potter and I love Star Wars. Hogwarts was the first home Rey ever had. Now she has a chance to return as a grown woman to be the defense against the dark arts teacher. She cannot tolerate the potions master and former Death Eater that she dueled and scarred so many years ago.
Kylo.
Yet unity must be upheld. Gryffindor and Slytherin will unite in ways never before.
So she's Gryffindor, he's Slytherin.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting concept. My like reason for why I don't like them putting it in other universes is because like I like Star Wars, so I feel like I need that component in there. When it's not in the Star Wars universe, I'm like, where is it?
So the next story I'm gonna share is called I can't even say it.
Epithumia.
Epithumia, and it's another author that I really love. I'm gonna mention two stories from her. This is a modern day AU. Rey's a student and Kylo is her professor. I love forbidden romances, guys. I'm sorry.
Like, so the thing is, how old is are Kylo and Rey in Star Wars? Because are they that
I think they're 10 years apart.
10?
Yeah.
How old is she? Isn't she like in her early 20s?
Yeah, I think she's like
20 in his 30s?
Yeah.
He's like 27 or something.
No, I think he's in his 30s and she's in her 20s.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so it's basically, this is an excerpt from the story. So he goes, no extra credit. So this is Kylo speaking. He made a noise that might have been a laugh. You ask that every time. And then Rey goes, well, I have to try. Can you make an exception? And then a lone eyebrow ascended his lofty forehead into his hairline. Try harder, Miss Kenobi.
I love how it's Kenobi and all of them. Like, that's the only thing that's like keeping me like, yes, Kenobi.
I think a lot of people want her to be a Kenobi.
She better be a freaking Kenobi. So my question to you is, do you think that they actually capture like the voice of these characters well?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So
I would not be sharing these stories if
Kylo is still like a mean kind of guy?
Yeah, in the beginning of the story. Right. And then of course like he progresses as the story goes on. So again, this is the same author and this is called Unexpected. It says, what to expect when you're expecting the child of a rich, womanizing, alcoholic, unredeemable asshole. Oh my God. And what do you do when the unexpected, improbable, irrational happens? So basically Rey and Kylo have a one-night stand and she ends up pregnant.
So this is modern day.
Yeah, this is modern day and he's Kylo. It's a really good story though. It's funny. It's more like a romantic comedy. Yeah. This is called Let's Burn to the Ground. This is completely like nuts. It says Rey's pretty sure she's in love with Ben Solo and has been for the past few months, but his a-hole of a twin Kylo...
Oh, this is the one you were telling me about.
Is a whole other issue and a half. When a case of mistaken identity leads to Rey falling into bed with the wrong twin, she finds herself in a hell of a situation that she's 99.9% positive can't end well.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds really intriguing. This one is very X-rated.
This one is very X-rated.
So disclaimer,
yeah,
this one is like mature audiences only.
Oh, all of them are mature audiences, but this is like explicit, yeah. Okay, moving on. So this one's just a short story. It's very sweet. I actually sent this to me and I was like, you need to read this.
I don't think I did.
She didn't. I never read anything I sent her.
I'm sorry, I should. You sent it during the semester, I think.
I did.
So like, you can't blame me.
Okay. Well, the semester's starting, so there you go. It's called Milk and Honey and Moths. It's a very weird title, but the story itself is very beautiful. I remember reading it and I'm like, oh my god, like it felt like it could happen in a Star Wars movie. It says, the darkness of a deep space makes him feel lighter, fuzzier around the edges. He feels less like a monster and more like he does not exist at all. Like the void inside him is just a part of the darkness outside his window. Like all he is matter. No body, no mind, no pain. This is what Ben Solo dreams of.
So it seems more about like him, is it?
Yeah, it's more about him. Like, he basically has a dream about Rey and he's kind of like confused because he doesn't understand how this is happening because it's set in Star Wars universe. So obviously Rey is not with him, but it's really beautifully written. This one is not completed and it pisses me off because
you should write a fan fiction of this fan fiction and like complete it yourself.
I don't know how to write. I really would. It's called Dear Porcupine. This story is so heart-wrenching. This is not for those like lovey romance types.
This is like Nicholas Sparks on steroids, basically.
It's not even, it's like worse than Nicholas Sparks.
Exactly, that's why
it's so heartbreaking.
On steroids.
So this is a modern day Reylo with soulmate identifying marks. Everyone is born with a mark on their body and like
it tells who the soulmate is.
Exactly. Okay. So her soulmate is missing, which is Ben Solo. It's so good. So this is called The Tenant of Cottage. It takes place in like old time again, like kind of like Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, what is that, like Victorian?
Yeah. Rey has been a ward of the Organa Solo family since the age of 6. Her memories of their only son, Ben Solo, are brief but powerful. Now, after a 13-year absence, he has taken possession of a home within close range of his old family seat. Rey believes a reconciliation can come about. The man is not the boy she remembers, and she could soon come to realize she longs for more than the return of a boy she knew so briefly but now recognizes as a powerful man. It's like a short story. It's just one chapter, but it's really good.
And they're like completed. It's not like something that's
this one's completed.
Okay. I mean, honestly, they all sound like interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't read them because I told you, like, I like things that take place in the Star Wars universe, and I'm not even like a fan of fan fiction in general.
Yeah.
But I feel like people who are would really be interested in these. Okay, while she's looking, my shirt, I can't even.
Leia.
I'm gonna try to stand on this.
Okay.
But is Leia? Okay.
She's literally on the bed.
On the bed.
Oh my God.
I think it's supposed to be like a mixture of Star Wars and like 80s like Flashdance. Do you know that movie?
80s Flashdance.
You know Flashdance? You never heard of that movie?
No.
Where the lady like dances like in the rain. Whatever. I think that's what they're trying to do with like the shirt.
It's called The Moon, the Sun, and the Star in Between. This is set in Star Wars universe. This is probably the best Star Wars universe story I've ever written about.
You've ever written?
I've ever read. I wish I'd written it. About Rey and Kylo. So I'm gonna read the summary. It's kind of long, but hold on. It says the Force moves in mysterious ways, and sometimes it even has its own agenda. Rey finds herself caught in a battle with fate that throws her together with Kylo Ren, binding them together in the most powerful way possible, only to have fate drop her like a hot potato. A broken Force bond isn't the easiest thing to bear, especially when the one you're missing is your sworn enemy and the father of your child. This is a 24-chapter story.
Damn.
I read it in like 2 days because I could not stop. Like I needed to keep going. It's so good though. It's so good. Okay.
That one made her cry.
Yeah, it did.
You're supposed to say that and you didn't
I'm sorry, it did. It made me cry because it's not gonna happen.
To be fair though, she like cries easily at like romance stuff. You do. Like even happy stuff.
I do. I cried
like,
yesterday at the movie that I watched, My Forever Girl.
So there you go.
So I tried to like give a variety. These are some of my all-time favorites. Like I go back and reread them when I have like spare time.
That's crazy.
Because they're really good.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's cool though.
You know what else I do every night? I have the tag open, like the Star Wars Reylo Fanfiction like website open on my phone, and I refresh it every night to see what new stories have come about.
Those are all of the magnificent Reylo fanfiction stories that Rowan really loves. I hope you guys would really be interested in this, because I think we had a lot of like Reylo fans commenting on our video. So if you guys are interested, definitely check those out. And if you guys have any suggestions for other Reylo fanfiction stories, or even just Star Wars fanfiction in general that you think Rowan would like, definitely let us know in the comments below.
Okay. I did it, guys!
She was like, every day, like, I don't think I should do this. I was like contemplating. I was second guessing myself.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
who cares? Like, we already like disclaimed how we feel about this relationship. And it's really just, again, we're not saying that they are together. These are all like fictional. They could get together, and then we want them to get together, but... And
we won't find out till the third one comes out.
Yeah. Make sure you wish Rowan a happy birthday!
Thank you.
It's actually literally today.
It is today.
Like, did we post our videos on our birthday last week?
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did.
But it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday this year.
It works out.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't offend anybody.
Oh my god. If you're offended by this video,
just give it a dislike.
No, don't give it a dislike. Talk to us about it and tell us why you don't agree with this, and then we will talk to you and have a civil conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a magical day!
Bye!
May the Force bond be with you. My other question is that's my question. Respond to that.
She's like laughing at us for making this video.